And welcome back. Tuesday. Do you guys do the 2 for Tuesday or Taco Tuesday? No, I never did that stuff. The only thing I heard was like 2 for Tuesday, like on the radio channels. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Does my skin, do I look like I got color on me? Yeah, anyway, I went out walking for like a long 2 hours, and I don't know, man, like, it's weird. Oh, maybe a little bit. How about this one? Yeah, alright, so the arms, but nothing on my face. Alright, meh. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Again, I just got done with a walk. And yeah, so what was I doing? Yeah, I know. But walking. Oh, I had to return something for Amazon, and I was hoping to get my platinum, so I went to the post office because the little slip said, "Hey, you know." So I get there and they're like, "Oh, hey, it's not here," and I'm like, "What the hell?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, come back tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay." So where is it exactly? Don't get me started. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I live in Auburn Hills, which is a smaller city, but it's really close to Pontiac. And the main hub, you got Detroit, and then Pontiac is the other kind of major hub. So the mail will go there, and then it doesn't actually go to Auburn Hills because the big, where all the little cars, whatever, the little post box, they go to Pontiac. All the cars are there, so they might deliver in Auburn Hills, but so if you have something that they need to sign, they'll keep it in the truck and then they go back, but they go back to Pontiac, not Auburn Hills, where I'm from, right? So it said beginning July 1st. Well, but this happened once before. And interesting enough, I think it took them like 3 days. So I don't know. I was hoping to show you guys something, and then I ended up getting gas. So I wanted to show you that. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if I want to leave the house just to go get it. But anyway, yeah, what is going on out there? Well, guess what? Latest breaking news. I guess they're calling it the big beautiful bill. Like, it might be a big bill. I'm not sure about beautiful, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. I don't even think I'm gonna get anything. If there's massive, I don't want to say massive, but I meant to say high level tax cuts, maybe. I think there was some tax cuts that were put in place in 2017 that were going to expire. So I think that's part of this. So in reality, even though it's a tax cut, it's just essentially an extension of that. So I guess my taxes would have went up and now they're back down, so they're flatlined. So I guess I'm happy that I don't have to pay more in taxes. I already am. It's like, god damn it, pardon my French. Yeah, so that's the latest and the greatest. I thought there was one other thing in here. We'll say the channel members, I call you guys, or subscribers, I should say. But you know who you are, Ben. So Ben showed me. We ended up getting a rhino out of the office. Well, sorry, I should miss. So he's basically got pushed to the side of, oh, well, yeah, you want to do your rhino ways? Yeah, we're just going to primary you. So the guy, I believe it's from North Carolina, Tillis, which I don't think I ever liked that guy anyway. I swear to God, like, how many of these, literally, there must have been way too many damn rhinos in here. So, anyway, that is there. Senate Republican tax bill passes salt deduction. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll find out. Alright, so anyway. New glasses, check them out. How you guys like them? Do I look more sophisticated? Yeah, they're from Sam's Club too, but they're blue light. And they're like metal here and metal here. So we're hoping they don't break really easy. Alright, anyway, with that said, pretty much flat market-wise. The 10-year did go up just slightly to 4.25. That's probably where it's going to be. It'll probably go up and down. Anyway, the DXY is going down. That's something to keep in mind. The relative strength of the dollar is going down. So technicals now look really bad. So buy anything but than dollars. But we got the transacting dollars. Just try to make more money. Yeah, easier said than done. Bitcoin took another loss. It just keeps going up and down. It can't get out of that trading range. Gold did go up slightly. Silver went down a smidge. I'm not sure why. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And the SPY lost, oh geez, barely anything. Basically flat. Yeah, that looks like a pretty boring day but yeah, guys, don't be buying any stocks right now. I know, I mean, I technically I do through my 401k. It's actually, I have a Roth, and then there's the normal one, because my work, they do matching, and they only match pre-tax, and Roth is after-tax, so doesn't matter. At least I'll be able to take advantage of both sides. Anyway, for the namesake of the video, because this is a tale of two Trumps. Yeah, so check out the thumbnail, right? Okay, so, yeah, that's fine. Call me crazy, alright? We're having a little fun today. And the reason why I made the thumbnail that way, I think there's something there. I can't prove it, right? So that's fine, right? That's fine. I could be completely false, but kind of, take a look at it. Like, look at the facial recognition between the two. I mean, they're quite different people, but they're kind of the same, right? So, yeah, I'll leave you with that. Was he Patton in a pre? I don't know. Faces look kind of similar. There was another one. I can't remember where it was. I was looking for it. It's even more uncanny. It's because it's in the same. I think they even did it both in black and white or something, and mine's in color obviously, but they're basically in the same. The head's in the same place, and they're looking down at it, and it literally a carbon copy. It looks pretty damn scary from that perspective. So anyway, this is I put these together because last night I didn't finish the whole little show. I call it a little show. It's like 85 minutes, so it's not really a movie. It's kind of like a documentary, but it actually goes into they call it the Patton conspiracy, which I'm pretty sure. If you haven't heard it, let me kind of fill you in a little bit. I want to listen to the rest of it, but I had heard of this, and it is very sus, okay? So, I'm pretty sure, again, we won't know 100%. But, yeah, Patton died, right in 1945, in December. I think it was in December 12th or 20th, something like that. But the story goes, he's on his way, he's going to go back home, to the United States, right? And on his way there, he's being driven, right? And there's this train or whatever, and as he's coming over the tracks, there's this truck that just turns right in front of him, and it's another army truck, right? And it's well, you're at a train stop, why the hell are you turning left? And the one driver tried to get around it, but they crashed, right? Well, Trump. Yeah, Trump in a previous life, his name Patton. I'm going to just go with that. He's basically he's quadriplegic. and pretty much everyone else involved with it, like, just, got out scot-free. Now, here's where the conspiracy comes in. So, and sometimes I kind of like, God damn it, like, I definitely have elements and personality of Patton here a little bit. So, he didn't get along with the top brass, right? But he was one of those guys that's like, hey, man, get me on the front line. I'm going to, just, take charge, go, show these guys, show these men that they can, that I believe in them and that they can do, great things, right? And he always came up with, because he was a armored, tank, commander at one time. But so he would just have these, when he was in, he was excellent field commander, his strategy and his tactics, and kind of just, being able to adjust and be flexible for the battle and for what some of the goals that he had going on. But yeah, it's just to basically say that Patton's like a big firecracker that they don't know, right? It's because he's, you want to say like unhinged type of thing, but he wasn't, definitely not your standard general, right? Like the generals that we had were good, but they were very cautious, and there were a lot of things that the Allied generals did or did not do that, at the end of the war, they're kind of like, hey, there's going to probably be investigations and to see what things were being wrong, right? So there was a lot of things that Patton did not agree with the high command many times. And he was going to go and kind of inform, like, hey, this is what went down. So, during this time, Eisenhower kind of gets all the guys together and, hey, there's going to be congressional hearings and, hey, let's get together and make sure all of our stories are on pat. That's actually a historical record. That is a fact. It just wasn't public at the time, right? So it's one of those things where it's documented, but no one else knows it's being documented, and it's, in the Raiders of the Lost Ark warehouse. That's what I call it, the Raiders. But yeah, so, and Patton he's the type of person who was just like, he didn't care who his enemy was. He was like, I don't care. I'm America. I'm going to go kill him, right? Doesn't matter who the enemy is, right? I don't care what the enemy is going to do to us. I'm going to be worried about what I'm going to do to the enemy, right? And very, you want to call it patriotic, but warrior spirit, and just, he could see it, and he could see like they weren't doing what they should have been doing, that he protested against it, and I'm pretty sure he had some shit that he was going to be, just tactics and strategy alone was probably enough to say, hey, we should have took advantage of the situation when we could. And that's why the Battle of the Bulge, that's where, Patton really came into being, is that should have never happened, to be honest, because, was it Calais? Patton was actually having was about to surround the enemy, and then he was told to stop. And, he was already in bad graces the year prior with the slapping the soldier incident. And he sat out for about a year during the war. He didn't participate in the Normandy invasion. So anyway, this just goes to show you that, history is not what we think it is. But like Patton, Trump is very like that. Right? Maybe not as forthcoming. I think Patton was very, very clear, right? No BS, no, do what's right type of thing. I think Trump, if Trump is Patton or whatever, he probably learned that optics may, you may want to actually optically look a certain way, but you're doing something else, right? So I think that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, so what do you think of this crazy? And again, like the crazy, I call it the crazy conspiracy, is that Patton is back. His name is Donald Trump. If he's not a full reincarnation, I know some people don't believe in that, but I don't know. Parts of the Bible kind of tell you that. So I think what people say they don't believe in reincarnation is that you just keep reliving either the same life or. But obviously, the Bible says you die and then you'll be resurrected, right? So that's partial reincarnation. Whether or not you have a body, anyway. That's just to say that, that's the quote-unquote crazy conspiracy part. And that's for you today. Again, it's on my... If anything, it's fun to entertain. But I mean, the uncanny likeness, similarity is pretty much there. And how both of those men really want to do what's right for this country and would do anything in their power to do that and to uphold what's right. So, again, outside of that, I didn't see any other major news other than that big, beautiful bill, whatever you want to call it. I guess that went through. MSN just has this, very dumb... Yeah, all these dumb... These are all really pretty dumb. Elon Musk slams Trump's big, beautiful bill 3 hours ago. No, he did that already. That's what I'm getting at, guys. It's yeah, he already did that. Elon already... What, did he do it again? I don't know. I don't know. Higher treasury yields. Blah, blah. Money. Nissan to cut 20,000 jobs worldwide? Damn. Hey, U.S. bill proposes 500 tariffs on India? China? Over Russia business ties? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So he's just saying, hey, man, you're doing too much business with Russia. Although I'm not sure. I think that's just Trump doing Trump stuff again. He'll kind of look at something and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, they do business dealings, right? What up, business? I don't know. So he's probably like, hey, he's probably saying this stuff. He probably has some evidence. And he's just going to use it as leverage to get tariffs. Is 500% tariffs going to happen? You got to be joking. Especially from China. Can you imagine that? Let's say you buy it and it's $50, man, and then all of a sudden, no, hey, your $50 thing, is now $250. You're like, what the hell? Yeah. All right, I don't see anything else. Let's find that stop button. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys had a good day. I feel pretty good. Again, went walking, was outside, so all that good energy. And what do you think? What do you think about the patent conspiracy on its own? I think he was silenced. He was the only person that said it was going to say anything. So I think the military-industrial complex wanted patent bye-bye, right? So, and it's ironic because Patton was Patton outside of wartime, it's like the guy doesn't know what to do, right? It's like a dog that, it's like, oh, I caught the car. What do I do with the car now? But what the other craziness, right? What do you think? Do you see a similarity? Yeah, you can even say, hey, I see a similarity, but you're smoking crack with this. That's fine. Put that down too. I want to know. I'm just curious. Again, it's Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday. Hey, 2 for Tuesday. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't think of that first place. Yeah, all right. I'm a dork. I'm a geek. That's okay. All right. All right, guys. I found the stop button a third time. See you guys. Bye.